each and every team's biggest X factor entering the 2023 season. For the Browns, they say Elijah Moore. Watson must be more aggressive and decisive than he was in his underwhelming 6 starts last year. Moore will be big here, given the consistency has never been the mark of Donovan Peoples-Jones or Amari Cooper. Moore has a chance to become Watson's de facto go-to target. I don't know that you can make that statement against the consistency, but I would say, as far as aggressiveness and decisiveness, that's a factor of being in a new system as well. But I think Elijah Moore could be pretty good here.
Yeah, like for me, I think Amari Cooper is like an undisputed number 1 receiver, so I'm with you. I don't kind of get that point made. But what I will say about Elijah Moore, I actually do think like he is a key X factor on this team. I do agree with that part of it, because when you look at the receiver room last year, the thing they were missing was speed. And I think what was really important this offseason was they went out and got 2 guys in Elijah Moore and Marquise Goodwin, who have not just, they both have speed, but they have different kinds of speed. Like Marquise is more of your vertical stretch kind of guy. He's, of course, an Olympic track athlete as well. And Elijah has speed, but he's also like able to use his quickness, which I think that's really important to differentiate. And, you know, that short speed and being able to get open, I think that's really key. And you kind of see all these pass catchers they added this year have something that the room was missing last year. Like Cedric Tillman is now the biggest guy they have. Jordan Akins in the tight end room. He brings something I think that's really important, which is a familiarity and an already established chemistry with Deshaun Watson. And I think when we think about the pass game last year, over those last 6 games in particular, it's also important to note that like Amari Cooper was playing through a really tough core injury for basically all of that time, that most players would have shut it down at that point. And Amari Cooper just like doesn't miss games. So he continued to play through it, had the offseason surgery that he needed, and everything's gone swimmingly, it sounds like, after that. So I think that's also an important part when you look at how those 2 in particular gelled. But Elijah, I think, is key. And he's basically, when you think about it, he's basically your 2nd round draft pick, because you traded your 2nd round pick to get him. And I do think Elijah Moore is a better player than one they would have been able to pick up in the 2nd round of this year's draft.
Agree with you wholeheartedly.